In our first video, we looked at how to actually create a database and add tables to the database. In this one, we're going to have a look at how to set up a query. Now, to set up a query and to test it really means you have to have some data in the database. So we've entered some dummy data into the station video tables, and then we'll use a query to select particular data out of that. Also, we're going to show you how to link the tables together so that a query can take values from more than one table at a time. So, as we said, the first thing we'll do is to set up relationships with the tables. In other words, how to link the tables together. And what we've done is designed the loan table so it will both record both the DVD and the member information. How do they do that? Well, it's by those reference fields we talked about, or the key field, primary key, that allows that reference. So to make make links between the tables, we go to Database Tools and we go to Relationships. Immediately our list of tables comes up, so we add each one of those, add and add, and then we close this window. Now you can see here we've got similar fields, DVD ID and DVD ID and member ID and member ID. You'll notice that the DVD table and the member table have the little keys on them, which these are set as primary keys. These ones are not, because with a primary key you can only have one particular key in a database. You can't duplicate keys, where in the loan, if a member borrows more than one DVD, their number will come up more than once, and that means it would then fail with a primary key set in the loan table. So what we do is we grab the field here and we drag that across to corresponding field in the loan table and let that go. Let the mouse button go. It says create that, and we do it. Same with the member ID, drag it across to the corresponding field, let the mouse button go and create. When we talk about these fields, these are primary keys in a table. The key that it's linked to in another table is called a foreign key. So this is the primary key, this is the foreign key that it's linked to, and the same with the member ID. Now these three tables are linked together, and we can show what we can do with a query. So we close this, and yes, we do want to save it. All right, next thing is, what are we going to do with the what are we going to do with the query? Well, first of all, we have to create one. So we're going to create a query. And I'd rather use the query design than the query wizard. We're going to do it on loan and add, but we're going to add the other tables as well because we need the information to come across. All right. This makes it a little easier to see the links. So what we'd like to do in this query is to find out which member, if we have a particular member, what DVDs that member might have, the specific member. So let's look at member ID. We do it from the loan table first and the DVD ID, and then we can look at title, and we want to know who it is. So that will tell us, that will link the member ID with the loan ID DVD. It'll tell us the title, name, and who the person has that has it. Now we need to go to a specific member. So if we have a look at member table, we've got two members here, Beasley Snodgrass and Sue Yu. So let's look at Beasley Snodgrass, who's number 11, and see what is the loans that number 11 might have. So we're looking for number 11. The criteria will then be equals 11 because that's the member number we're looking for. We don't worry about any of these. Okay, now we've got our query and we can save that. But yes, we do want to save it, and it's going to just call it loans. Okay. So here we have our query. We can then actually go to our query, and we can check what our query would be like. And here it is here, the loan query actually running. So if we go to design, just quickly back to design, remember that we put in member ID, DVD ID, title, given name, surname. We're looking for member number 11 and what videos that member might have. So if we go to view, here we have it here. They've got Predator and Titanic. Beasley Snodgrass is the person who has them. And that is how our query works. By looking specific information, you can put criteria, search criteria on more than one field if you want to specify your search. So we could also look for things like members who live in a particular area, or members or videos of a particular type and who has those. So your query will bring out specific information from a database.